I don't know who needs to hear this, but being healthy should not be complicated. There is a lot of pressure out there. Pressure to eat enough protein, eat enough fiber, eat a good variety of food, take supplements, exercise regularly, meditate, be productive, but still make sure to get enough sleep and not get too stressed out. With all this advice constantly coming at us, it's easy to feel like we're never doing enough for our health. So as a certified nutritionist on a mission to help simplify health and wellness, let me tell you, you might be doing better than you think. Let's hit pause on all the noise and look at the signs your body and habits are already showing. Signs you're on the right track, even if no one is cheering you on. We'll go through 11 subtle, everyday signs that your body and mind are actually doing pretty well, even if you're not perfect with your health routine. We'll divide these into two groups: the physical signs, the ones that manifest in your body, and lifestyle or behavioral signs. For the physical signs, these show that your body is already in pretty good shape without needing specific tests to prove it. The first sign, you don't feel stiff or achy all the time. So maybe you feel a little stiffness in the morning when you wake up. That's normal. You've been lying still for hours, so your joints, like your fingers, wrists, knees, and even your neck, might need a few minutes to warm up. And if you're able to loosen up fairly quickly and can move comfortably throughout the day, that's a good sign. It means your joints are mobile, your muscles are recovering well, and inflammation is likely low. But if there's persistent stiffness or pain that lingers long after you wake up and throughout the rest of the day, that's when it becomes concerning, so you gotta watch out for that. So if your body generally feels good once you're up and moving, take that as a quiet win. That means your body's working well behind the scenes. You don't need to be doing intense workouts every day to get to that point. Just regular movement, stretching, and staying hydrated will help a lot. Number 2. You have decent endurance. Endurance is your body's ability to keep going, whether it's during a workout or just powering through a busy day. It's how long you can sustain the effort without burning out. So maybe you can climb a few flights of stairs without huffing and puffing, or take long walks and not feel completely wiped out. That's a good sign of cardiovascular health. Your heart is likely strong, and your breathing is steady and efficient. You don't need to be an athlete. Just being able to keep up with daily life without feeling constantly out of breath is also a win. Number 3, your pee is light yellow to clear. It sounds weird to talk about, but your pee tells you a lot. Light yellow or clear usually means you're hydrated. If it's more on the dark yellow side, that might be your body waving a tiny flag saying, "Hey, more water please." So if your pee is light colored, that's a sign your body's getting what it needs. So the next time you go, take a second just to notice how it looks. Number 4, you poop regularly and fully. Yes, we're going there. If you're having consistent, full bowel movements, that's often a sign your digestion and gut are in sync. Bonus points if it's easy to pass through and you're not dealing with any bloating. A lot of people poop in the morning because the gut naturally becomes more active after a night of rest. But don't stress if your timing's different. What matters most is that you're going regularly, fully, and without discomfort. Everyone's rhythm is a little different, and that's okay. For great poop, fiber plays a big role. So make sure to stock up on fiber-rich foods like veggies, fruits, especially with the skin, whole grains like oats and brown rice, legumes like beans and lentils, plus nuts and seeds. These add bulk and soften your stool and keep things moving so you feel lighter and more balanced overall. And here's the bigger picture. Gut health is linked to everything from your immune system to your energy and even your mental clarity. So that daily bathroom routine is actually one of the clearest signs your body's functioning well. Number 5, your skin, hair, and nails look pretty solid. Not talking about glass skin or perfect hair here, just the basics. If your skin doesn't look super dull or tired, your hair isn't falling out in chunks or breaking easily, and your nails aren't always brittle, those are signs your body's getting some nutrients. These are the parts of us that show stress and nutrient deficiencies first, so if they're holding up well, things look good, then take that as a good sign. Now let's talk about the lifestyle and behavioral signs. These are the habits and mindsets that are very important and key to long-term health and wellness. Sign number 6, you're not afraid of food. If you can eat without constantly feeling guilty or obsessing over every bite, That's a big deal. That probably means you have a balanced, non-restrictive mindset. You can enjoy a cookie without spiraling, and you can eat a salad because you want to feel good, not because you're punishing yourself. And part of that mindset is also knowing the basics of how to nourish yourself, like making sure you get some veggies in during the day, eating enough protein so you're not always hungry, getting healthy fats, and staying hydrated. You don't need to follow a perfect meal plan or count every calorie or macro, but having that foundation and knowing what makes you feel good, that's real, sustainable health. Number 7. You move around naturally throughout the day. You don't need to hit the gym 5 to 7 days a week. If you're walking, standing, doing housework, chasing your kids, running errands, that kind of incidental movement adds up. It keeps your blood flowing, your metabolism active, and your energy levels stable. Honestly, daily movement like this is one of the most underrated superpowers for health. So when you're doing deep work in your laptop and it's been hours, remember to stand up, take a break, and move around a little so you can get back to work recharged. Number 8. You spend time in nature. Whether you live in an apartment or a house, or you're usually cooped up in the office or out and about, making time to spend in nature is always a good idea. Being around trees, fresh air, and natural light helps regulate your stress hormones, boosts your mood, and supports your immune system. It's free, it's easy, just step outside, go for a walk, or sit there and enjoy whatever's around you. If that's something you already do, keep it up. You don't need to go on a mountain hike or out of the city. Even tiny moments in nature nearest you are like quiet little upgrades to your nervous system. Number 9. You don't get stressed easily. If you're someone who can stay calm in most situations, or at least bounce back pretty quickly, that's a major health win. It means your nervous system is regulated, and when your body's not stuck in survival mode, it can focus on what it actually needs to, like healing, digesting food properly, and keeping your hormones balanced. So if you got that inner calm, or you're working towards it, that's not just personality, that's health. Number 10. You get 7 or more hours of sleep most nights. We always hear about diet and exercise, but honestly, sleep is just as important, if not more. And not just being in bed, doom scrolling until you fall asleep, but actually getting enough sleep, waking up feeling decent, not crashing in the middle of the day, and having enough energy to get through your routine. That's your body telling you, hey, we're good, we did the cleanup work last night. Your brain resets, your cells repair, and your hormones get back on track. Sleep is where the magic happens. And lastly, you have a few good social connections. It sounds cheesy, but there's nothing quite like a solid community to make going through life a little better. It's not even about having a big group of friends. Having even just a few people you can trust, those you can share things with, laugh with, and feel safe around is more than enough. Human connection isn't just emotional, it's physical. It literally lowers stress hormones, releases feel-good chemicals, and surprisingly strengthens the immune system. So if you got your people, or even one person who truly gets you, that's awesome. So if some of these signs resonate, that's something to celebrate. You don't need to be perfect to be healthy. A lot of wellness happens in small, quiet ways when your body works without drama, your mind feels clear, and your daily habits support your energy, not drain it. And if some of these signs aren't showing up for you yet, that's okay. Health is a journey, not a checklist. It just comes down to doing the basics consistently, eating well, moving your body, sleeping enough, and learning how to manage stress. Let this be a reminder that you're doing great, but there will always be room to grow. Let me know in the comments, how many of these signs do you relate to? Or which one surprised you the most? If you found this helpful, please feel free to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more nutrition, wellness, and motivation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.